back to my channel. It's so good to have you guys back. How's everyone doing? I hope you guys are doing amazing. I, on the other hand, am not doing so great, but we'll get to that in a second. If you're new here, my name is Laura, by the way. Hello. So I'll update you guys on the life of Laura because the last 2 weeks have been shit. Absolute shit. And I want to tell you guys all about it. So the thing with me is I like to do something and then once I get good at it, I overdo it. And then after that, I get hurt and I'm like, ah shit, I shouldn't have overdone it. So in these 2 weeks of being injured, I've tried to take advantage of this time to turn into a happy time. And I thought that I would use this time to fuel myself with all the cravings I have in the world and just to feed myself so that once that I get back on track with my diet and with my working out, everything will go smoothly because I'll have no cravings and I won't have a problem and I got this. But I clearly does not got it. The diet has just been going way out of hand. It's been getting way out of hand. I've been eating so much more than I thought I would be eating. I thought I'd stop at like 4 blocks of chocolate. I was eating a whole family pack every day. And I was justifying that because I was like, it's okay, I'm fueling my soul. And at the end of coming to 2 weeks now, I have gained so much weight. I've got all my gains are diminishing right now because I'm just like, my body's just like fluffing up with fat and I'm just not happy about it. And another thing is that I'm also cutting sugar, like cutting processed sugar out of my life. And that will be for another video, another time. But if you watch my Instagram stories, then you know that it's been a struggle for me. But yeah, we'll talk about that another time. So which brings me into what today's video is going to be about. So today's video is going to be about overtraining and how overtraining is impacting your progress, like it is for mine. I decided to make this video because this injury really sucks. Sucks shit. And I don't want it to ever happen again. And so I researched the hell out of it. And this is the video that I'm going to make for you guys. I learned so many things researching about overtraining, and it's actually a thing. Like, if your body's telling you to stop, you should probably stop. And I know this is like simple stuff, but it's a lot of things that we take for granted because our body can keep going. And if you're anything like me and you like to ignore what your body is telling you and you're like, nah, I got this, if I push through, my body's gonna shut up, then you need to watch this video because injuries are just like such a waste of your time. I mean, like, you know, it's growth. You learn from your mistakes, you learn from your challenges, but oh my god, if I knew how to avoid this beforehand, like, I would. If you're interested in that, then keep on watching. So, overtraining. Overtraining to me means pushing your body over its psychological and physical limits. Because working out is definitely both a mental and physical thing. So I'll draw like a little diagram or like a human figure thing over here to explain what it is. So when you exercise, you put stress on your body. And then when you recover, when you go home and sleep and stuff, that stress goes down. And the next day you work out again and the stress goes down again. But if your recovery is not as fast as the amount of stress that you're putting in your body. So for example, if I don't have a great diet, if you don't get enough sleep every night, if you're not drinking water, that is going to affect your recovery period. And so if you're constantly putting more stress on your body like I was progressively overloading my body and I wasn't doing anything different in my recovery periods. I just expected my body to heal and recover. And so like that was just like pushing my limits over the top. And I didn't know that. And once it reaches a certain level, sirens in your body are going to start going off. They're going beep, 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 like, just stop working out, you're going to die. And I was like, no, I'm going to keep working out because the more I work out, the better I will be and my body will just get used to it. And in the end, it's not going to be a problem. Which takes me to point number 1, signs and symptoms. Are you overtraining? So symptom number 1, you're going to feel like your body's falling apart. So that was what I was feeling. I was feeling very sore. This kind of soreness is a little bit different from DOMS. So DOMS is delayed offset muscle soreness, which is what you get when after training a certain body part, you feel that muscle is really, really sore for the next few days. And that's a bit different. This kind of overtraining soreness is like you just feel it everywhere. You feel like your body is very used. Like you don't feel fresh, you don't feel new the next day. And it's just everywhere. It's not a certain body part that's sore. And I was also feeling very tired, like I had no energy, like more so than usual. And I just thought that I was overtraining and that's fine and I will just recover one day. But as like the last 2 weeks before I hurt myself, I remember telling one of my friends, I was like, I've been working out quite a lot, I've been eating healthy, I think I've been sleeping well. Why do I look so dead? I look unhealthy. I don't look fresh, I don't look youthful, I don't have that fresh, healthy glow. Why? Symptom number 2 was I realized that I was losing strength, in particularly grip strength and overall strength. So my program consists of the 3 main lifts every 3 days. So I'll do 3 days, rest 1 day, and 3 days. Sometimes do 4 days, rest 1 day, and 2 days. But every day will include either a bench, a squat, or a deadlift in different variations. So I was always doing that. And the way that the program is that you always log in your maxes. So that's what it is. But I noticed after week 3 of the program, I wasn't able to hit any of my maxes anymore. I had to like lower all of the weight. Like I was doing this like fine. I felt good doing this weight like 2 weeks ago. But now I'm just like struggling with 10% less weight. And I'm just like, why? Why is my body so shit? Why are you doing this, body? Just wake up, stop being a bitch. And I was giving myself so much shit for it, but it's actually a real symptom that you're gonna lose strength if you're overtraining. Another one is, I feel like this is a bit hard because most of us don't have good sleep as it is. So the third symptom is feeling unrested. Quality of sleep decreases. You're either going to get insomnia, means it's harder for you to fall asleep, or you're going to wake up feeling just like not fresh, not great kind of thing. I mean, I generally do not wake up feeling, oh my god, today is a lovely day, I'm as fresh as a flower today. I generally never feel that. I don't know many people who feel that way, so this might not be that obvious of a symptom to you, but it definitely is one of them. Symptom number 4, imbalanced hormones. So this one is a big thing. I know it's hard to gauge. Like, how do I gauge if I have balanced hormones or not? So these are the symptoms. Like, I didn't know before as well, but when you exercise, you produce a lot of fight or flight hormones, which are, for example, if you're being chased by a dog,
run.
Those are the hormones that are being produced in your body. Your sense of alertness is increased. Your physical strength suddenly is increased as well. It's the hormones produced in your body to optimize survival. And so these are the hormones that are also produced when you're pushing yourself at the gym. And too much of these hormones, such as the major ones are cortisol, epinephrine, and norepinephrine. So if you want to look up those hormones, you can go look for fight or flight hormones. Look them up and see what they do to your body, because too much of these things will cause acne, will cause mood swings, will cause anxiety, will cause cravings as well. And it's also going to affect your immune system, because when your body is in fight or flight mode, it's not going to be repairing itself. It's going to optimize everything that you have in your body to fight or flight, and so your immune system might be affected and you might get sick as well. So to share my story with you, share my journey to this injury with you, I started off doing a program that goes 6 days a week. So I was training. So the way that this program works, it's a 3-week program, and by the time you get to the end of the program, you recycle it all over again, and you just up your weights, you up your limits and your maxes, and you just do it all over again. And so you're meant to get progressively stronger from this program. And so the first week was fine, was fantastic. I was feeling strong and fresh and everything. But since we're working out 6 days a week, there's only 1 day for rest. And after that 3-week period, I used my rest day to go hiking. And I thought that, that's fine. Like, it's a completely different workout. My body will be completely fine once I go back to the program the next day. And that's actually when my body started going downhill. I wouldn't blame everything on that 1 day of rest that I misused, but that was the start of when the symptoms started coming up. So I was feeling like all of the weights that I used to be able to do were like 10 times heavier. Say, for example, I could squat like 80. 80 was okay, and then suddenly this week I could do it for reps, and then suddenly this week 70 is really heavy for me. Like, I don't know if I can go up. I don't know if I can deadlift this thing without breaking my back. You know that kind of feeling? Like, your body's limits. Your body's telling you, I can't do this shit today woman, I can't. And if you push yourself, that's probably when you get injured. So I was listening to my body in that way. I was reducing my maxes, but I was feeling really shit. I was very tired all the time. I wasn't motivated to go to the gym anymore. I was actually telling Mike, my partner, because he was doing amazing. He's still doing amazing. He's still going on with the pro and getting all the gains in the world. And so I didn't want to take a break because I was feeling like I would be left out. I wanted to do this thing together with him. And yeah, I told him like, I don't feel great. I don't feel like I'm doing as well as before. And he's like, you need a deload week, you need to take a break, you take a break. And I just wasn't listening to it. I thought my body could take it. So those were the signs, slowly. And then I started to have acne. I don't have acne. I started to get acne, and like I just wasn't doing great. And then beep, completely ignoring all the signs, and then suddenly one day, pop, I think I pulled a muscle or something. But now I can't really sit right, I can't stand right. Like I went to physio tells me to walk. That's all I can do now. I need to walk a lot and do like small recovery movements. So God knows how long I'll be out of the gym for. Yeah, so that's my story. It wasn't great. And so how I would advise to know your limit for next time. Which brings me to my next point. How to recover from overtraining. If you're like me and you injured yourself, unless you know exactly what's wrong with your body and how to fix it, I would recommend going to a physio. If it's worse, to a doctor, get a scan if you broke a bone or something, you know, like I hope that it's not gonna happen to you, but anyway, if you're like me and it's something minor, then go see a physio. I really liked the new physio that I went to. Like when you go to a professional, you kind of want to feel like they know more than you get what I mean? Sometimes when you go to a doctor and the way that they talk to you, when you start to feel like you know more about your problem than they do, that's when you probably need a new doctor. So this guy was like, he looked at me for 10 seconds and he nailed, and he told me every single injury that I used to have. Like he nailed it right on the head. With every one of them, he's like, yep, this is what's happening to your back, this is that, and that is that, this is rotated, and that's why lower back is hurting, and this is probably hurting as well. He nailed everything. So that was really insightful. And I feel like even if you're not hurt, going to a physio is really helpful to know what state your body is in, because a lot of the time, my previous experiences with physios were that I'd go in and I think that I just have this part that's hurting, and the lady was telling me, your hips are rotated, your shoulders are imbalanced, your neck is forward, or like this and that, you need to fix your walking. You know, kind of stuff like that. Like you don't really know these things, and especially when you're putting a lot of weight on your body, these things are really important. Imagine if your spine was not like this, but was like that, and you didn't know, and you were like squatting like 100 kg on that, and like that was, if your body like a bit wonky, you know, like a bit wonky, and then you were squatting like that instead of being straight. So yeah, I would highly recommend seeing a physio, injured or not injured, just to know the state that your body's in if you have muscle imbalances and stuff like that. So if you're overtraining, I would probably recommend taking a break. If you're not injured like me, that's amazing, God bless you. Taking a break doesn't mean you have to stop going to the gym altogether. You could just change up your exercise, change it up to a low intensity kind of exercise, start doing some core work, or just do a deload week, which means like just doing lighter weights for more reps. So it's just kind of just like still working out the muscles, maybe focus on form for the week kind of thing. But yeah, just take it easy for maybe a week or maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, so since you're feeling under the weather, this is kind of a good time to like clean up your lifestyle to optimize recovery. So if your sleep is not so great, kind of try to fix that. If you know that your diet's not so great, you have a lot of high sugar foods, high sodium foods such as processed foods, those are pretty much dead nutrients. Try to clean up a little bit. It might make your recovery process even better. Tip number 5 is training mentality. So I feel like this is really important, one of the most important parts of the video, I guess, because with the wrong kind of mentality, you're so much more prone to the wrong kind of dieting, the wrong kind of training, and also overtraining. So I used to be go hard or go home, hashtag beast mode, hashtag no pain, no gain, no days off kind of thing. And I was listening to all these motivational things from bodybuilders who were competing, who were on enhancement supplements that allow your body to work beyond the capacity of a normal human being. And I didn't realize that that's not going to work for me. I need days off. I need to take it easy because I'm not an athlete. And if you're like me, like a normal human being who's working out to look good, to be fitter, to be healthier, your body is probably not used to that load of training, that high intensity, every day, all the time, not great recovery. The whole combo just it's just a recipe for disaster. So take it easy. And during my recovery time right now, I'm just gonna keep the mindset that I just want to stay active. I know I can't do the things that I used to be able to do right now, but I'm just gonna keep active. And the last tip that I can give you guys is to keep a fitness journal. So this is for you if you want to learn how to find your limit, at the gym. Having a fitness journal is really important, I guess. You can just note down how you felt that day about that workout, write the amount of sets and reps that you were doing, or the intensity for the week, your program that you're doing, and how you felt with your nutrition and everything. That way you know your limit, the amount of overload your body can take and stuff like that. I feel like that's something that I want to do once I start getting back into the gym, or I could start right now. I could start doing a fitness journal. And if you guys want to see what that looks like, definitely comment down below. Let me know if you're interested. Oof, excuse me. And I'll share it with you guys on my Instagram. So yeah, I think that recording like how you feel will make you more aware of your body and what it's going through as well. And that's it for the video, you guys. Thanks so much for watching till the end. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. If you liked it or if it helped you in any way, then definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you want to get notified for future videos that I post, then definitely hit that subscribe button. It'll mean a lot to me. It'll really help my channel out. So anyway, as always, love you guys. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!